Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And in recent seasons, he's really elevated his game and become one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL when he's out there leading his squad. He completed over 72% of his passes last season, which led the league, and he's looking to be even better in this season.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 72 yards. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And prior to last season, his team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finding a way to get his team to a Super Bowl.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Allen. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It's a gain of 17.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
To the air, Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Allen. That escapes the sack. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. To throw, it's Allen. Touchdown! Khalil Shakir, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So Miami coming out for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Tua going to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Yeah, able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Play action, now it's Tua. He's got a man, it's his fullback. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, that is well read on the backside. And he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kenneth Grant coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Malik Washington deep for Miami. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting set for this next possession. And he's had an early impact on the game. Sensational so far. And they'll likely be looking to find more ways to get him involved. Here's Achane to start the drive. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. A run straight ahead with Achane. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Deep for the Bills is Brandon Codrington. This is brought in at the 21. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Allen. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Bills first down.
But we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. Throwing now is Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Allen off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. That's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Keon Coleman from 17 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Miami set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Waddle, the motion man right. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Under pressure, they got him again. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Motion man is Shakir. Here's Allen to throw it. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills ready to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. On play action, here's Tua. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are able to move back in front.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Patterson now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And here come the Bills. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen completes it to Coleman. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this 1st half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, for a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
To the air, Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Cook going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Prater's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that first down run.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Play action, now it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Gregory Rousseau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Tua, the final shot before half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down, a gain of 19 yards. First down, Bills.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the Dolphins' 37-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Has his man, it's Shakir. They'll give him 4 yards there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing now is Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Cook again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Allen off the play fake. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Prater on to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bills 24.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They fake the handoff. Now to Tua. That's complete to Westbrook-Akine. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Waddle, the motion man right. Up the middle, Achane. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll give this to Achane. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's...
And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Bills' offense back out onto the field. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Allen now looks to throw. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bills take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First down and goal to go.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. They'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. and it would have been an easy throw.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And again, it's Allen. That is caught. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal, Buffalo.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown! James Cook, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, that's a nice play design right there. He's going to fake the give, then roll out, and he lets his back leak out toward the pylon. And how about the throw? Right where he needed it to be for him to catch it in stride, he's able to take it into the end zone.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was James Cook finishing things off with a touchdown catch. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now here come the Dolphins. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Patterson now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The lone touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. This taken in by Kincaid. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and 3. To the air, Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Cook up the gut. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Allen. Finding Shakir across the formation. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing now is Allen. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer from 10 yards out. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Look at the juke. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open net. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bills getting set to go. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Give. This is Cook. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
At the 44-yard line.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Tua. And the ball is out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Tua. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to launch it for Washington. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down. First and 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The first down carry for Davis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to get this out to the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
At the 28-yard line.
Second down and 6 now. Again, it's Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be